Good afternoon, everybody. We are back. We were talking about mortgage rates in the United States hitting an all-time record high since the 2020 pandemic at 3.7% on its way to 4%. We just went out via a network coverage, so we will see if we are back. I see Anonymous Dude 123 is here. What is up, Anonymous Dude? I think we hit a dead zone, so it's good to be back. But we've been streaming for over an hour, so maybe we'll only go one more hour, but we are here in Bayside, downtown Miami. Ken Kramer says, hey, Ruby Falcone says you're back. What's up, Ruby? Good to see you. NNB045 says, yes, we are back. We've been hitting a lot of dead zones recently on the streams, so it's good to be back. Good to see you, NNB045, joining us from Canada, the one and only. Ruby Falcone. Hey, Sanjeev, it's great to see you back. British Gray says, I'm still here. Thiago says, we're back. We are. So we usually don't hit dead zones here on this particular location, but I guess tonight we did. Maybe they're working on some of the cell towers here. Anonymous Dude, good to see you. Otto says, we are back. What is up, Otto? Hope you're well. Check out this boat here. This thing is crazy. Chris says, yay, we found you. Warwalker says, too many fishies. Photos from around the York says, and we're back. That we are. Will Pittman says, good to see you back and kicking. Good to see you too, Will. Bob says, yippee. Sally says, hi, Tom. Buy the book says, yes, we are back. Jonathan Francis Biden says he's outperformed in 2021. Interesting. So did anybody watch the presidential speech today? I didn't have time to watch it. But what about any of you guys? Did you get a chance or no? Hey, Uncle Car Guy says, nice yacht. What's up, Uncle Car Guy? We were checking out some pretty cool cars earlier on the stream. Let's walk down here. We've never been all the way down here on the stream before. I see Sally is joining. Says, nice view, Tom. What's up, Sally? Good to see you. NNB045 says, Tom, if oil is at 2014 highs, is it possible we will experience some type of crash soon? So I think crude oil futures, the futures contract of crude, is what? Bouncing up right against $85 a barrel. So what I think is I hold steady on my $100 price target for crude. I think crude is going to hit $100. Warwalker says, or maybe it's Russian subs below. My God. Aaron Prill says, okay, we are back. What's up, Aaron? Uncle Car Guy says, Tom, any cool cars you checked out tonight? So surprisingly, a couple. The past couple days on the streams, we've been seeing some pretty interesting cars. So maybe we'll see some more on the stream tonight, because there is a Miami Heat game. We check out these. These are nice here. Will Pittman says, Tom, I watched the press conference. Same old stuff, honestly. A lot of spin. Yeah, usually. Politics is usually that. A lot of spin. Jason FTO says, it's dark. It is dark. It is dark here. It definitely is. I can't wait for the summertime where the sunset is like at 9 o'clock. So we are looking at downtown Miami, 1,000 Museum Mile, as well as the Paramount Building. Sunshine After Rain, good to see you. Jason FTO. And Bob says, let's go Heat. Uncle Car Guy says, let's go Heat. A lot of Heat fans in the chat. Uncle Car Guy says, Heat are 28-16, 29-16 if they win this game. Very cool. Let's check out some more of these yachts. Oh, I think these are rentals. But they're still pretty big. Still pretty big nonetheless. Wow, check out this one. This one is pretty cool. So I hear just the navigation systems on these things alone can cost 6 figures. Is that true? Yeah, NG says, I see we got cut off. We did get cut off, unfortunately. I think we hit a dead zone. Good to see you back. Hey, War Walker says, we need younger bloods in the White House. Biden should be playing golf or something. Hey, Roy S. has reconnected and hit the like button again. Thank you, Roy. Roy, we're just checking out your yacht here. It is definitely a work of art, a true beauty. True beauty here. Yeah, photos from around New York says those are the radars, I think. Yeah, so these are the GPS navigation systems. Supposedly, I heard that these quite literally could go into like the 6-figure range. Wow, check this thing out, guys. Jeez, this thing is crazy. Hemp Lord says, I like reading the yacht's names. Well, let's check out some more and see if there's any more down here. Hey, Savi says, good night, Tom and everybody. Good to see you, Savi. Hope you're well. Oh, everybody, check this out. Check this out, check this out. This guy on the yacht, so on this yacht right here, look at what's on the front of it. It's a jet ski. This guy docks his jet ski on the top of his yacht. That's kind of unique. I've never seen that before. We've seen helicopters on the stream on top of yachts, but we've never quite seen jet skis, or what are they called? Ski-doos? So take a look at this shot of the Ferris wheel in the back. Ken Kramer says you could rent these out. I wonder how much it costs to do that. I don't think I could ever do it because I would get so seasick. Jerry Covey says it's the Ski-Doo. Uncle Car Guy says, Tom, why are there so many Rolls Royce SUVs in Miami? You know, I've been seeing the same thing, Uncle Car Guy, but besides Rolls Royce SUVs, you know what I've been seeing even besides that? Besides the Rolls Royce SUVs, I've been seeing those Lamborghini SUVs. Roy says, Tom will put the skateboard in the yacht. Funny. Jared says a Ski-Doo is a snowmobile. You're right. You're right. So speaking of power sports, I mean, is that even a word? I think I just totally made that up. I guess extreme sports like Ski-Doos and snowmobiles and jet skis and things like that. There's actually a major, and as we've been talking about a lot on the streams, you know, a lot of these action sports, like the snowmobiles, the ATVs, the jet skis, a lot of them are being impacted by the global semiconductor shortage because, you know, on brand new snowmobiles from like Polaris or something like that, there's all advanced electronics in all of these. And, you know, over the Christmas break, over the Christmas holiday, Polaris actually made a statement that says if you want to buy a snowmobile from us or an ATV or whatever, we'll ship it to you, but it's not going to come with any of the electronics, and we will ship you the electronics separate as they come in. So check this out, everybody. This is an airplane taking off from the Miami International Airport. It's a very cloudy night, but beautiful night nonetheless. War Walker says if you walk that bridge, the view is awesome from up there. Let's see if we can, War Walker. Hey, Sabrina Fair is here, says good evening. What's up, Sabrina? Tanya S is here, says beautiful yacht view. Good to see you, Tanya. Jet Life says, is there a ramp on the yacht for the jet ski? Is it light enough? I'm not sure. We'll investigate. We'll do a little bit of investigation and check it out. But from here, we could see the Paramount Building, as well as 1000 Museum. Beto says, I want a jet ski electric. So this is the very end of the pier here. It says fishing and swimming is prohibited. And here we have another drawbridge. I'm not sure if you could make this out on the stream, but right over there is where the Royal Caribbean cruises take off. Wow, check out that view of, I think we are looking towards Brickell now. So this is the Ferris wheel at Bayside we're looking at. Towards Brickell and Brickell Key as well. Oh guys, check this out. Oh my God. I think that's a dolphin. I was telling you guys, there's so many dolphins here. Look at them. Look at this guy. You guys see the dolphin? Half the stream during the day, there's so many dolphins here. Where'd he go? I hope you guys saw that because it's so dark, but there's always dolphins here, always. Let's see if we can find any more. Hold on. It's on. Oh, I think I just saw him again. Let me see. Hold on. I think you see that. Oh, Sally says, yeah, you saw that. Oops, sorry. Yeah, Bob says during the day you can see dolphins in the Biscayne Bay. I always see tons of dolphins here. Yeah, he went away. Sorry about that, guys. Michelle McGraw says, oh my, did I get here just in time to see dolphins? So, Michelle, I think if you rewind the stream maybe about 30 seconds ago, I may have just caught one, but I'm not sure it came out too well on the stream because it's so dark. I'll turn the light on, I wish. Hold on, let's see if he swam over here. I'm pretty sure if you rewind the stream, everybody, like 30 seconds, you could see the top, what is it called? The dorsal fin of the dolphin. Dang, that sucks. Sunshine After Rain says it's a mermaid. Everybody says it's too dark. All right, well, we will continue on our walk. Ruby Falcone says, just saw the water ripples but no dolphin. Oh, that's such a bummer. I know, all the Miami natives that are watching are probably like, this guy is freaking out over a dolphin. But we never really see, we really never see too many dolphins in New York. All right, so let's continue on our walk, but we may go out a little bit. Because there's usually a dead zone, a dead spot here. Hey, Gus is here. Says hi, Tom. What's up, Gus? Good to see you. NMB 045 says, Tom, speaking of extreme sports, have you ever gone skydiving? So I have not, but I really don't plan to either. because I think I'd probably get hurt doing that. Walker says no, we freak out when we see dolphins too. Okay, at least it's not just me. Enrique says beautiful landscape. Good to see you. Yeah, Alan Wilson says, there you have it. In New York City or Miami, you have the choice between dolphins or rats. Hey, Dutchman says, hey, Tom. Were there football dolphins or mammal dolphins? We just saw some real dolphins. Dark out to see them on the stream, but I saw them. They were pretty cool. Lost in the Curve says, dolphins have it made. No bills, house, no traffic. Just got to watch out for the propellers. I mean, they also have to watch out for getting eaten too. Hey, Lorena says, whoa, what a view. Good to see you, Lorena. Thank you for joining. We are here at Bayside in Miami, overlooking downtown. You can see the big building lit up there. And Thousand Museum. Yeah, Gene says 45 years ago today it snowed in Miami. That is true. I was reading about that. I saw that on the news this morning. So I think in the 70s it actually snowed in Miami, which is quite bizarre. But today was actually a pretty cold day. It was like 66 degrees. Well, that's not true. It was like 77 degrees, but right now it's probably like 65. War Walker says the water looks like glass. Ron Metro TV says, what if it was a shark? I think I can almost guarantee it wasn't a shark because I always see dolphins here, always. I'll give you one more look at the view. Hey, Jose says it's 50 degrees in New York City. That's awesome. At least it's warming up for you guys. I'll be back in New York City on Saturday, unfortunately, but I will be back. I'm actually looking forward to it a little bit. I think it should be cool. Yeah, photos from around New York says, oh, on your Instagram, the fish you saw may have been a gar. Interesting. Jose says, but snow tomorrow morning. So Jose, I'm not sure. Isn't it supposed to be a big northeasterner that's going to come up the coast on Saturday? Hopefully my flight doesn't get canceled, but we will have to see. I'm flying out via JetBlue out of Miami International Airport right around 10 o'clock in the morning. Cosmo says, no, Tom, the Euro model was BS. Well, I guess that's good news. All right, I think we may go dead right here. So we gotta hurry up. Sunshine After Rays says, yay, back to NY. XXX says, hey guys, today is National Popcorn Day. I didn't know that. Interesting. So before we went out on the stream and hit a dead zone, we were talking about mortgage rates hitting an all-time high since 2020. So if you want to read the article, the CNBC article, if you type Sounds like club music there. Chris's happy hump day. Indeed. It is Wednesday. This week is flying by. You know, the week probably feels like it's flying by because Monday was Martin Luther King Day. All of the major financial markets were closed. We had the equities market closed as well as the fixed income. But trading resumed on Tuesday, as well as today. Markets took a steep hit. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, the NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all selling off over 1% today. Jonathan Francis, what is average flight prices from New York to Miami? So I always pay right around $50 or $49. I always pay right around $49 to $50. Very cheap, very affordable. XXX is honestly, I feel like I'm wasting time here. I need to be in Miami. Well, you gotta come. You gotta come. Especially during the winter, we'd be more than happy to have you. Warwalkers is $40 or below. Scott's is like $49.88. That's so funny. XXX is wow. I'm freezing in Toronto. Yeah, I mean, you know, even Warwalker, even before the virus, to be honest, I would always take flights down to Miami. It would cost me right around $50 all the time, which is pretty good. I think it's a pretty good deal. Sunshine after rain, good to see you. Hope you're well tonight, Sunshine. Yeah, Shop by Scott's has never split the difference. Does anybody know what time it is? Can we get a quick time check in the chat? Hey, Veronica is here. Says, hello, Tom. How are you? Greetings from Peru. I love Miami. Good to see everybody in Peru. Welcome. Hey, Shop by Scott says, Tom, you make Bayside look like paradise. These walks are great. Thank you, Shop by Scott. Appreciate you. Shop by Scott is a Miami native here. Great photographer. Please check out our pal Shop by Scott. XXX, copy that. It is 9:30, nice and early. This is Bayside Marketplace in Miami. So this is where we were standing before. We were standing right here, looking at the view from the other side. Yeah, NMB 45. We forgot there was such a thing as Miami native, I know. XXX says, I'm not a snowbird age yet, but know what I'll be doing when I hit there. So surprisingly, there's a lot of Canadians. A lot of Canadians in Miami, a lot. Jonathan Francis, Tom, do you skate in the parks or on the street? So I skate on the street. I mainly only skate on the street, to be honest. Sunshine After Rains, there's so many different types of music at once. But if you guys want to see the skateboarding, I left up my 24-hour skateboarding stream on the channel, but there's going to be some changes to that. Every 2 weeks, there's going to be new footage. So when I go back to New York, I'm going to shoot some new footage for the skateboarding stream. And every 2 weeks, it'll have different footage there, so we'll change it out. Hey, Dutchman, says Tom, we have a lot of Canada snowbirds from Alberta here in Arizona. Well, it's great weather there in Arizona. Santo A says Biden's news conference today confirms confrontation Russia is inevitable. I'm going to have to watch it. NMB's hit 045 says, how can we increase the viewership on the skate stream? Yeah, well, I think I'm just going to leave it up, just, if people want to check in every now and then. Some people will have it up in the background when they're doing work. Just have it up, jump in real quick. XXX is Russia is going to kick Biden's A. Yeah, I mean, I really just not buying it. I'm not buying that we're going to have a confrontation with Russia. I could be wrong, but I'm just not buying it at all. If anything, I think that, Russia is going to become our very, very close allies very soon. I mean, it's only inevitable. Here's how I like to think about it. I like to think about it from an economic standpoint. Okay? Because if you look at, just Google the GDP of Russia in relation to the United States, and that'll answer all the questions you have. Russia is tiny in terms of their economic output and activity. Yeah, XXX says, yeah, Tom, I agree. I don't think it'll be kinetic with Russia. Jonathan Francis, no way. Cosmo Scary says, is the lo-fi stream going to be on this channel? It should be. It should be up within the next couple weeks. Photos from around New York, I think I'd pick Bayside, Miami waterfront. Hey, D-May, Burke, and E says, hello, just wondering if you created a video during the day with dolphins and manatees. Treat for me living in the Toronto area. We will. We will. Don't worry, we will. Next week, I will be in New York City, though. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to do a stream during the day in Miami next week. So, it'll probably be in like 2 weeks or so. We will get that done, but I promise you we will. Somebody said Biden will sanction Russia, and that's about it. I mean, I just don't think I think it's just a big news story. Photos from around New York. Shot by Scott says, but aren't they allied with China, Tom? Yeah, I think for the most part they are. But then again, China is very isolationist, and China is really all for themselves. And when we think about that, China is not going to go out of its way for Russia, right? China is very much all for themselves. and China has a policy called China 2025, or I believe it was, what is it, their 10-year plan? China's 10-year plan. So here's one of those scooters whizzing by. Right here in downtown Miami, they're going to build a very interesting looking building. It's called the Waldorf Astoria. If any of you want to Google it, it is just an unbelievable looking building. And it's supposedly supposed to be taller or as tall as the Freedom Tower or the World Trade Center in New York City. Yeah, Bob says China likes their money. Hal Singh says China is hypersonic superpower. So now we are walking away from Bayside back to the FTX Arena. Yeah, there's also the Aston Martin residences, you're right. You know, it seems like in Miami there's a different residence for every kind of car company. You know, at first they had the, what's it called? In Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, they have the Porsche Design Tower. And then right in Sunny Isles Beach, they are building the Bentley building, or the Bentley Tower as well. Yeah, Bob says the Waldorf Astoria will be Miami's first super tall, over 1,000 feet. Yeah, I can't even imagine how that's going to look. Because not for nothing, these buildings on the horizon here, these buildings look huge in person. So I could only imagine how the Waldorf Astoria is going to look. Yeah, so FTX Arena is a cryptocurrency exchange. Yeah, next up must be a G-Wagon tower. It's really crazy, really, really crazy. You know, we're seeing this trend with ultra luxury real estate, not only in Miami, but New York City. I mean, just think about all the buildings on Billionaires Row. All the buildings on Billionaires Row are insanely priced. And for the vast majority, they're all empty. I mean, these big billionaires from Saudi Arabia, all over the world, they just buy these trophy apartments and they're not even in them. The vast majority of these buildings are vacant, which is kind of crazy. But it's true. As one person on the stream once called it, they are piggy banks in the sky. Hey, Lady Coach Explorers, how are you? Antonio, good to see you. Yeah, Bob says the Porsche Design Tower is pretty cool with the car elevator. Lady Coach Explorers says hello, Tom and everyone. Good to see you, Lady Coach Explorers. Hemp Lord says Miami is ultra luxury in the South. Yep, there's big demand for ultra luxury real estate, which is not helping really anybody but the big developers, real estate developers. Vela says, will you retire early if you can, or still work until 70? I mean, I think I'm the type of person where I would never get any fulfillment out of retirement. So I think I'll probably be working till the day I die. I mean, I don't know. I don't really understand. I just don't understand retirement. Like, I don't think I would ever get any fulfillment of just sitting around all day. But I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad to do that, to sit around all day. But I think just from my personality type, I don't think I could do it. I think I need to be doing something. I need to be keeping myself busy with doing something. Mets fan says would not wait in line for an open house. Agreed. Hey, Dan McLaren says, I don't see how it can be a good investment in the sky with HOA fees. Well, I think it's a safe investment because these properties are going to maintain their value because of other billionaires wanting to bid on them. The tax deferment, even though the HOA fees are egregious, you know your investment's going to be there. Nobody's going to vandalize the property. It's going to be taken care of. And it's sort of just a way to like preserve your value. To put money overseas, maybe to evade taxes in your original country. I think sort of that is how the play is. But I mean, you make a good point. I mean, the HOA fees are crazy. Has anybody heard of the story of 432 Park Avenue? There's so many class action lawsuits against the developers because the place is falling apart. Okay, this is the FTX Arena, and I believe the Miami Heat game is just getting out. Is that correct?
If you have an approved bag size, please enter the dedicated bag lane.
Hey, Kurt says, I think you're misunderstanding retirement. Retirement is just a transition to giving back to others. Volunteer, mentor, and teach. You know, Kurt, I never thought about it like that, but that's a really good way to put it, actually. Very good way to put that, Kurt. I never thought about it like that. NNB 045 says, when the body ages, you'll withstand retirement. Keep fit and stay active to delay that feeling as much as possible. Yeah, I mean, maybe I just view it that way because I'm 26 years old, so I have a lot of energy. But maybe you're right. You know, maybe my thoughts will change pretty soon. Asia Unscripted is here. Says, good evening. What is up, Asia Unscripted? Good to see you. Hassan says, yo, what's up? I'm having a rough day. Hassan, I hope your day gets better, man. And hopefully the stream and the sights of Miami make your day a little bit better. We're here for you, and we're glad you're here. Square Bet says Miami Heat still in the fourth quarter.
Bienvenidos al FTX Arena. Para la salud y seguridad de todos, por favor, escuchen las siguientes.
Jerry says, Alexa, add egregious to my vernacular. Yeah, a lot of people get a kick out of it when I say egregious. Sunshine After Rain says, can you go inside? I don't think so because I don't have a ticket. I don't think they'll let me in without a ticket. Because if you see the people right at the door here, they're checking people's tickets. But it looks cool in here. So the Miami Heat are in the last quarter and they are leading.
Si tienen cualquiera de estos artículos, por favor devuélvanlos a sus autos. Para acelerar su entrada, por favor, retire su
Lady Coach Explores, it's good to see you.
de su bolsillo y esté listo para colocarlos en la cesta.
Yeah, I think you need a ticket, everybody. I wonder why everybody's leaving the game so early.
FTX Arena no permite reingreso al evento.
Yeah, Shop by Scott says that's one of Jack Ma's mantras. Grind till your 40s, save till your 50s, spend your 60s and beyond educating the rest. I think that's a really good way to live.
La compra de boletos de entrada en nuestro local por otro medio no indicado es ilegal y será expuesto a arresto. Muchas gracias por su visita al FTX Arena. Que se diviertan.
Freedom Tower.
Welcome to the FTX Arena. For everyone's health and safety, please listen to the following policies.
Hey, Talvish says, hey, Walks in Wall Street, how are you? What's up, Talvish? We are here at the FTX Arena, overlooking the Paramount building. Dan McLaren says they probably don't want to be crushed by exiting crowds. You're right. Hey, Mana D says hello, Tom in chat. What is up, Mana D? We are here at the FTX Arena.
6 inches, video cameras, audio recorders, selfie sticks, whistles, horns, noisemakers, fireworks, illegal substances.
And just a quick recap, I know the stream ended early because of technical difficulties, but we were talking about mortgage rates in the housing market, how the 30-year mortgage hit an all-time record high since 2020, bouncing right up against 3.7%, on its way to 4%. But it doesn't seem to be putting a cap on the demand for housing. Shot by Scott says, Tom, you should have seen this place when we won the championship not too long ago. Thousands of people going nuts. Oh, I could imagine. That would have been awesome to get on video. Hey, Monadi says, I hope everybody's having a good evening. Right back at you, Monadi. I hope you're having a very good one as well. Good to see you, Talvish.
Bienvenidos al FTX Arena. Para la salud y seguridad de todos, por favor, escuche las siguientes políticas.
Chris says, isn't it funny listening to these youngsters, says Chris. You're a youngster too, Chris.
Adentro de la arena se le pedirá salir. Los siguientes artículos están prohibidos en la arena. Bolsas, mochilas o maletines que miden más de 6 pulgadas por 10 pulgadas.
Hey, CB Man, this is early 90s. I believe my mortgage was 17%. Yeah, CB Man, isn't that funny? And we were just talking about that. You know, we have all of these financial pundits on Wall Street freaking out that mortgage rates are hitting 4%. Well, they don't really realize that back in the 90s and even before, you know, people were so happy to get an 8% interest rate on their home mortgage. That just sort of puts into perspective the environment we're in with artificially low interest rates, with the Federal Reserve constantly printing money and buying mortgage-backed securities and U.S. Treasuries to stimulate this market. So if they don't think that the housing market could stay strong at 4% rates, you know, then by their logic, it's going to be absolute Armageddon when rates go back, or if they go back to 14%, but I don't think they will. Hey, Little Blondie says, hello, Tom, what's going on in Miami tonight? Well, we have a Miami Heat game that is getting out right now. Mana D says, Tom, I'm looking forward to my trip to Miami in a few months. That's awesome. I think you're going to have a great time.
Face masks are required for entry and must be worn at all times. Guests who are not wearing their mask properly inside the arena will be asked to leave. Items that are prohibited inside the arena include any bag, backpack, briefcase, or duffel bag that is larger than 6 inches by 10 inches and has more than one compartment. If you have
So I think if I'm hearing that correctly,
enter the dedicated bag lane.
if you're watching the game, you have to wear your mask inside. CB Man says, Tom, I bought my first home in a very nice area for, say, $169,000, and I believe the value is over $1 million today. Wow, CB Man, God bless you, man. That is awesome. I love hearing stories like that. Love hearing stories like that. Hey, British Gray is joining us from Tampa, Florida. What is up, British Gray? Says the time in Miami, Florida is 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard. Chris says you're right. Age is just a number, sunshine. Chris, the only thing we need from you is your foot to heal up. That's the only thing we need. So right here is where all the teams come out. I think these are the team buses, and then they go right off to a hotel or an airport or something like that. James Tigers is coming out to Miami 2 weeks for Miami Marathon. Awesome, James. So this week in Miami should be pretty busy with the Miami Hack, but unfortunately I will not be here for it. I do have to go back to New York City. Baba Yaga says, lovely, thanks, Tom. Good to see you, Baba Yaga. Hope you're well. It is a frigid 68 degrees tonight in Miami. Sunshine After Rain says taking care of your health is very important. I definitely would agree with that. Chris is telling me I might go back to work next week. Bob's is frigid. Square Bet says my house is over $1 million too, but I think prices need to go down so more people could afford them. I agree. Well, just to give you guys some perspective, I bought my property, let's say about, I think it's been 3 months now. And my interest rate was right on the nose at 3%. But now rates have gone up almost to 4%. I think the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage was going for about 3.7% as of yesterday. It could be even higher today. I mean, does anybody know where the 10-year treasury yield is sitting at right now? I think it's almost at 1.9%, right? Monadisa, 68 degrees in Miami is summer to us in Michigan. Yeah, it's summer to me in New York too, but now that I'm in Miami, I have to start talking like that. I have to be like, oh, it's freezing, it's 68 degrees out. And everybody, for those of you who didn't get your newsletter, the Behind the Street newsletter, please check your spam folder. A lot of people have been telling me that they signed up for the Behind the Street newsletter that I send out every week, but they haven't gotten it. It probably means it got sent to a spam folder. So if you check your spam folder, you should probably have it. So this is right where I got to get the bus, right here. Requera says, will be good investment in bank stocks with rising interest rates. Yeah, so we covered that 2 streams ago. So usually for the vast majority of the time, when interest rates go up, it's very positive for the major banks, right, for obvious reasons. But what we've been seeing earnings season just kicked off with Q4 earnings from all the major investment banks. So we heard from Jamie Dimon at JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, David Solomon. And one of the things that they said was a big headwind was employee compensation costs have skyrocketed because there's been extreme competition between the major investment banks for talent. And what I mean by that is, if you're an investment banking analyst at Goldman Sachs, you're probably getting headhunted from all the major investment banks to try to steal your talent, and they're probably offering you very hefty packages. So on JP Morgan's earnings report, they said that they had to pay a ridiculous amount of money in executive compensation and even a compensation for regular starting analysts. So that really, really ate into earnings a lot. Hey, Flat Smacks is cool music. Good to see you, Flat Smack. Oh, wow. I didn't know that NMB 045. Ruby Falcone says time check 9:51. Jerry says renting a fiat currency for interest was brilliant idea and evil idea. Jonathan Francis, tip that guy. I wish I carried cash on me, Jonathan, but I don't have any. I never carry cash for various reasons. I think a lot of the musicians should have like a Cash App. Rochelle McGraw says, does he have Venmo or Cash App? He doesn't. He only has a bucket sitting out here. I walked past it. Monadee says, Tom, will you be streaming from New York? We should be, yes. We should be live in New York, depending on how my meetings go. I should be pretty busy, but I'll try to stream at my regular time from New York City. So now I'm not sure where the bus is going to come because this street is blocked off. We'll have to see. NMB045 says, Tom, some published mortgage rates in Canada are still below 2%. Wow. That's really low. I mean, that's probably why your housing market is going crazy in Canada. Hey, Paul, thank you so much for the $5 donation, Paul. I really appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Jonathan Francis, cash is king, soon to be gold is king. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I just don't like carrying cash because it's inconvenient. And then number two, for theft purposes, I'd rather.
$1 now, that's a tip. Now you can't be paying without going tip.
Yeah. Jonathan France, I don't think that cash will be king, because if we think about all of the dollars printed in existence, I think 70% of all US dollars were printed over the past 24 months. So that is pretty inflationary. Shot by Scott says, I canceled cable 2 years ago and almost exclusively watch YouTube. Ah.
Yo, Schrager, slow down.
I think a lot of people are doing that. You know, if you look at the traditional cable companies like Comcast and the like, a lot of them are losing a lot of subscribers in terms of like Comcast and things like that.
But he's like special, bro. He's like special.
I gotta figure out how to get over to the bus because I think they closed down the street. NMB045 says, tip them in Bitcoin. I wish. They don't have a wallet address. I'd send them some Satoshis if they had a wallet address. James Davidson says, what concert was that, Tom? Well, it wasn't a concert. It was a Miami Heat basketball game. Two Wheel Pines says, what's up, Tom? What's up, Two Wheel Pines? So I think I have to cross the street and then go over because I have to catch the 3 bus. So I actually think I have to walk this way and then over to the left. So we'll do that. Hey, Elizabeth is here. Good to see you, Elizabeth. STG Tech says, hi, Tom. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Market sold off, STG Tech. We had the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the NASDAQ, and the S&P all markedly lower today. Here, I'll show you guys everybody coming out of here. And I think that's because we had a big rise in rates. So the bond market sold off pretty heavily. You know, I wonder how many people this stadium can seat. D. Mays, are you taking us on the bus too? I don't think that's allowed. I mean, we'll see, maybe. Jonathan Francis, Heat won 104 to 92. STG Tech 2, good to see you as always. Anonymous dude says, I miss nights like this. Well, we have a big full moon out here in Miami. Warwalker says, walk to the Omni and catch the 3 there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Wow, Lee says the FTX Arena has a capacity of 21,000 people. That's a lot. Sunshine After Rain says, Tom, have you had dinner? I've not had dinner yet, but when I get back to the house, I'm going to make something. So we'll continue to walk to the Omni. I think that's up this way. Yeah, I remember it being past the museum. Shop by Scott says, Tom, this is Miami. Everything is allowed until they actually tell you it isn't. Just go for it. So funny. Go Hard Brothers says, most dollars that exist don't even exist in paper. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the vast majority of the quote-unquote dollars are just printed on a digitalized screen. It's just all numbers on a database. And I think we could go down a rabbit hole with a conversation of fractional reserve lending. Kim Grant says, Tom, who watches your beagle when you're in Florida? So my beagle lives with my grandmother. The beagle Ocho Cinco lives with the grandmother. All right, let's cross the street without getting knocked off here. This is the Paramount building here. Tell them you're a tourist, you don't know the rules. Funny. Hey, Traveling New Yorker says, what a nice view. Was there a concert? Not a concert, it was a basketball game. The Miami Heat are just getting out here. Bob says, your beagle is named Ocho Cinco like the football player. Yes. So I named my beagle Ocho Cinco because he could stop on a dime. That's quite literally why I named him Ocho Cinco. Because the day I got him, we were running around in the backyard playing soccer. And I'm like, this dog is fast. He could stop on a dime. I'm like, kind of like Ocho Cinco. So we just call him Ocho for short. Anonymous dude says, everybody to the bar. James Davidson says, back in January, it really did snow in Miami at one time. Yeah, I heard about that too. It was a big news story today. I think sometime in the 70s it snowed on this date. Shop by Scott says, Tom likes dirty clothes, his favorite meal. It's true. So this is 1000 Museum. Check this out, 1000 Museum. Crazy building. David Beckham has a residence here at 1000 Museum. Marjan says, Tom, what is your favorite YouTuber? Joma Tech. He has a really good channel. Very educational, very smart guy. I think he went to the University of Waterloo, which is one of the top colleges in Canada. And he used to work as a quantitative researcher at Citadel Securities. But now he moved to the United States. So he actually lives in New York. So if anybody wants to subscribe to a really good channel about tech, please check out Joma Tech. Especially if you want to try to land a career in software engineering or something like that. So this is the 1000 Museum. Hey Daryl, this is Tom. Did you see Walking Commuter this morning? And he mentioned you too. I got to check out Walking Commuter's stream this morning. I didn't have a chance to check him out this morning because I was so busy, but Walking Commuter is great as well. He does a lot of morning streams. So if you want to see a lot of good sunsets, walking across a lot of the bridges in Manhattan, Walking Commuter is the go-to. Yeah, Charlie Richardson says Joe Matek is a really good programmer. Hey, Joe Hernandez is here. What's up, Joe? Good to see you, Joe Hernandez. So this is the Frost Science Museum as we make our way back to the bus. We'll call it a day. Yeah, Bob says 1,000 Museum has a helicopter pad on the roof. Sanjeev says, love the design of that building. Good to see you, Sanjeev. Yes, Shot by Scott. We're gonna link up right after I get back from New York. We're gonna do it. We're gonna walk Wynwood. I want to check out Wynwood. Wynwood is the art district here in Miami. Square Bets says, do you ever take Uber? You know, very rarely do I take Uber. Maybe if I'm with a client or something like that, I'll take an Uber. But if I'm just by myself, I usually take the bus. Bob says, yes, Wynwood. Yeah, Marjan, I heard about that. He walked around the entire island of Manhattan. I think it's called something, isn't it? What is the terminology when you walk around the entire island of Manhattan? I think it has a specific terminology, I think. It's something. People were telling me to do it on the skateboard. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. Maybe we'll try it. I mean, some nights, I'm not sure if people that are joining the stream were here when we were streaming in the summer. We used to do like 20 miles, 15 miles on the skateboard in Manhattan. Sometimes even more. Ah, yeah, the saunter. There we go. Bob says this building is the Performing Arts Center and the Opera House. Marjan Worldwide's like, I did it last September. Tom, check it out. I gotta check it out because a lot of people have been telling me to do it on the skateboard, which I don't even know if it's possible because I think the whole thing, some of it's like a grassy area. I don't even think you could skateboard the whole thing. At least I don't think so. So this is the Opera Hall here. Photos from around New York says it's about a 30-plus mile walk around Manhattan. Wow. It's really quite an achievement. I gotta check that out. Dan McLaren says, hey Tom, can the government just increase taxes to decrease money circulation? Yeah, I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work. Hey, loved one says, you're everywhere. Last time I watched you, you were at my old neck of the woods in Manhattan. Hey, loved one, thank you for being here. We are in downtown Miami tonight walking around. STG Tech 2 says just Google Kodiak Therapy Dog. We will. Hey, Ramsey says, what's up, guys? What's up, Tom? Greetings. How are you? We are checking out the Opera Center here. You know what? Maybe this summer we'll have to do it. We'll do 30 miles on a skateboard. I think we could knock that out pretty easily, I think. Yeah, Deborah's like, you can't skateboard in traffic in Miami like in New York City. Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I think, oh yeah, it's one more block up. War Walker, I think I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, Sunshine After Rain is like, you can easily, Tom. So back in the day when we would just stream, it was me, Sunshine After Rain, Michelle McGraw, and the Swan. And we would do 15, 16 miles on a skateboard in Manhattan for 3 hours, streaming for 3 hours, just us, hanging out. Go Hard Brother says, if the U.S. is following modern monetary theory, why do they continue to increase taxes? It's a good question. It's a very good question. I don't understand it. Alex says, do you shop organic? Since you're in Miami, they have a ton of good fruits and vegetables. So I was thinking about making a vegetable garden in my backyard. I already have coconuts in my backyard because I have a pretty nice coconut tree. Hey, the one and only Austin Tennis says, good evening, Tom. Hope you're well on hitting your number, your quota. Austin Tennis is our pager duty pal. Former investment banker turned software sales executive. Good to see you, the Austin Tennis. NMB045 says, don't forget to go in a coffee shop between your skating. I love that part too. We will, don't worry, we will. So here we are. This is where we get the bus as well as the Metro Mover. I got to get the number 3. Hey, loved one says, you should definitely do it. Nothing better than having your own little garden. I agree, and I could pretty much grow anything I want. So I'm not sure if I told you guys, but I am going to grow mangoes in my backyard. Ramsey says, oh my God, it's very cold. How could she wear those shorts? It's about 68 degrees. It's not too bad. Good to see you, Ramsey. I know, Deborah S. is Iguana Madness. So this is where we were today, everybody. We were here in downtown Miami. We had 2 streams tonight. Yes, photos from around New York. I have a ton of iguanas. Norm C, the bus costs about $2.25. So I appreciate everybody joining the stream tonight. Feel free to leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. The first stream we did tonight, we covered the topic of very big and very large institutional investors on Wall Street, like private equity firms, venture capital, and real estate investment trusts buying up single-family homes and pricing smaller investors and first-time home buyers out of the market. So if you'd like to see that, go ahead and check out the first stream we did before we went out. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We go live 5 days a week. And if you haven't already, check out the Behind the Street newsletter that I write for 300 investors every single week. The link to the newsletter to sign up is in the description of this video. The Austin Tennis' Tom, is the new channel up yet? It is not, but it will be up when I get back from New York. Loved One says, hey, what are your thoughts on NFTs? I think the vast majority of them is nonsense, but I think over the long term, I do see a very genuine use case for digital property rights. So everybody have a good night. We will see you all in the next one tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we will see everybody back in the Big Apple. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving on Saturday back to New York. So have a good night, everybody. I got to catch the bus. I will see you all right back here tomorrow. So Roy S., thank you. Kim Grant, BB. Anonymous Dude, Just Jennifer, Sunshine After Rain, By the Book, Shot by Scott, Ruby Falcone, Loved One, Michelle McGraw, Jonathan France, The Austin Tennis, Tanya S., Sally, Norm C., Rocky Rodriguez, XXO Bob, Jonathan France, and everybody who joined tonight. Really do appreciate it. Photos from around New York, all of our moderators. We will see you in the next one. Into the mighty ball. Have a good night wherever you are, because there's always a bull market somewhere, and you just need to know where to look. And I will see everybody right back here tomorrow. Enjoy the middle of the week. Stay positive. See you next one.